Thursday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, in the world of weather, that wind was really sticking around for at least the most of the day. And we did see quite a bit of sunshine as the day moved its way into the evening side of things. As we look out our window this morning, seems like we're seeing a nice little mix of clouds and sunshine.
Yeah, absolutely. The forecast yesterday verified quite well with passing clouds and sunshine and those strong winds throughout the day. This morning, we are waking up to, like you said, a nice mixture of clouds and sunshine. Clouds will be on a general increasing trend as we do go throughout this Thursday. And in fact, by the time we do get to this evening, we will see mostly cloudy skies, and some of us will even be looking out for some raindrops. And we'll talk more about that, of course, as we go later into the newscast. But right now, just enjoy the nice sunrise. It is 49 degrees, and also enjoy the fact that winds have come down. We did see a gust near 40 miles an hour yesterday in the Tri-Cities. We saw winds gusting over 60 miles per hour yesterday in the Kittitas Valley. Here's a look at your weather headlines today and going forward. Increasing clouds for this Thursday, as I've already referenced, and we even could see a few showers overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. And then a much wetter system, a system of bigger consequence, will arrive on Saturday. We'll talk more about all three of these weather headlines coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in the Tri-Cities. Kennewick police are investigating a crash that involved a school bus on Clearwater Avenue. It happened at the intersection with 10th Avenue, just east of the Badger Road roundabout. There were kids on the bus when it happened, but luckily none of them were seriously injured. They were all checked out at the scene by paramedics before being picked up by another school bus to finish the trip home. Now, a man was taken to a hospital.
With there being a school bus involved, it is a commercial vehicle, so a commercial vehicle inspector is out here already. The other change is that school staff does get involved because, for example, there's even a school counselor here already for the kids who were in the school bus at the time.
A preliminary investigation suggests that the school bus was making a left turn from 10th onto Clearwater when the driver pulled out in front of a truck. Two separate crashes in Union Gap resulted in a 6-car pileup. Police first responded to a 2-car crash at a Tandem and Goodman Road, a busy intersection, especially during the evening rush hour. Then a few minutes later, 4 other cars crashed into each other thanks to the slowdown from that first crash. A total of 4 people were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Leaders from Kittitas County Public Hospital District Number 1 are asking voters to approve a property tax levy in August. The levy would fund services like labor and delivery care, which is increasingly difficult to sustain in rural areas. The levy calls for an increase in property taxes up to 75 cents for every $1,000 of assessed property value. If approved, homeowners of average-priced houses would pay an additional $262 a year. The levy is intended to help continue providing care across the whole community. And for the first time ever, Kennewick police wanted the community members to take part in a survey, and the feedback they get will help them invest in the city. The city of Kennewick created the idea with the goal to understand everyone's view, whether they own a local business or just live in the city. Officers say once they get all of the feedback, they'll formulate a plan to tackle each division, and they say they've already gotten a lot of feedback since the survey launched.
I mean, we love this community. A lot of Kennewick police officers and people who work here live in the community as well. So there's a lot of investment and effort wanting to be put into the community to make it as best of a city that we can and a safest city that we can. And a lot of that comes from the input of our community members.
Although yesterday was the last day to submit your feedback, they do hope to bring the survey back again in the future. Area high school juniors and seniors have the opportunity to learn more about the job skills before graduation, and there are scholarships available. TriTech has 19 different programs to consider, including firefighting, auto mechanics, and physical therapy. Leaders from TriTech touting success stories.
As far as where do students go after they finish up TriTech, they go all over the place. Great example is last week we were at a Habitat for Humanity celebration for our construction trades teacher, and one of the contractors across the street owns his own electrical company, and he's been out about 15 years, and so he took his TriTech construction trades training and has taken that to the next step.
Local businesses in the community such as Beckel, the Yield Cart Club, and the Homeowners Association have created scholarships for students. The Tri-City's first ever Chick-fil-A has been under construction for several months now, and recently the company quietly added an expected opening date. Feel free to check for yourself. The Google webpage for the Kennewick Chick-fil-A now shows an opening date of June 19th. We stopped by the location yesterday to see how the construction is going and spoke with a local Tri-Citian who can't wait.
You are familiar with Chick-fil-A, then it's like, why don't we have one? So my sister lives in Boise and they have Chick-fil-A's, and so every time I go down, that's the first place we go is Chick-fil-A because that's where I want to go.
Chick-fil-A has been known to host giveaways, including free food for a year at their grand opening events. And with that, let's jump right over to meteorologist Jefferson Donovan to talk the weather today. Seems like temperatures are a little bit kind of dipping in some areas. But it kind of seems par for the course given the kind of the forecast trend this week.
Yeah, slightly cooler today than yesterday, but really it's only about a couple of degree difference. You're not going to notice it too much from a temperature standpoint. Now, what you will notice is clouds are going to be increasing throughout the day. In fact, many of us will see more clouds than sunshine, especially by the time we do get to the late afternoon hours. And also, a piece of positive news, wind is going to certainly be lighter today than we did see yesterday. We will talk about what you can expect for today and beyond, any precipitation chances in the forecast. That's all coming up.